everybody, welcome to Cinema Trailer News. My name is Chris, and 2023 is finally here. So I want to provide you with my list of the most anticipated movies of 2023. Now, there are so many movies coming out this year, and this has to be the most difficult list that I had to make in a very long time, and that is because a lot of these movies were delays. So this is basically the domino effect of the pandemic delays. So they finally land in 2023, and I just wanted to keep it 10 most anticipated movies because I could have keep going and give you like a hundred movies that are most anticipated to watch. But now, starting off, I want to start out with some honorable mentions. These are movies that I desperately wanted to put on my list but didn't make my list. But I feel they deserve to be mentioned because there are movies that I'm really excited to see this year. Now, starting off with Evil Dead Rise. This is the return to the Evil Dead franchise, taken out of the cabin in the woods, being set in an apartment complex in LA where two mothers find the Necronomicon and then gave the fight for their lives with their children. I'm excited what they do with this franchise. Now, next one on my honorable mentions is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the animated movies. So we got some idea and concept up for this film, and basically they're going to focus in on the teenage side of the Ninja Turtles, and this is directed by the people that directed Mitchell vs. the Machine, a really great animated movie. So I'm excited to see. Now, next one is Fast 10, the beginning of the end for the Fast and the Furious franchise. Look, they burned me really hard on Fast and the Furious 9, so disappointed with that movie, but I'm a little intrigued to see where this series that I've been following for a long time is about to end, and this is going to be the first to second part that will finally mark the end for the Fast and the Furious franchise. So let's see. Now we're getting a sequel to the Ghostbusters Afterlife in December 2023. Jason Reitman is not going to be directing this time around. He's still a producer, but I feel that this is going to go back into the more classic Ghostbuster because it's going to be set in New York. They have reopened the firehouse. We're going to have new people out on the jumpsuits along with the cast from members from the first movie. I think there could be something special here. I just need to know a little more information and see some footage. I know this list is a little bit long, but keep it with me. Now, next one is Transformers Rise of the Beast. Look, after 3 or 4 lackluster Transformers sequels and then trying to finally reignite this rebooted series, I think bringing the Beast Wars era of the Transformers is the right way to go. The trailer got me pumped and excited. A lot of potential if this movie is really good for where they could take this franchise, and I hoping it all goes well. Now, next one is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Very excited to see it, mainly just for Kang the Conqueror. I love Power Scott Lang, but I kinda love him when he's interacting with the Avengers. Ant-Man and the Wasp was just kind of a meh to me, but I do hope that this could be the best Ant-Man of the trilogy. Now, next one is Barbie. Come on. I think Margot Robbie is really perfectly cast as Barbie. Also, Ryan Gosling as Ken, Greta Gerwig directing. I'm curious to see the approach they took. We have that little teaser of it, so I'm excited. And next one is John Wick 4. Now, how could you not be excited for another John Wick? This just getting better and better, and the scope they are going very big with this one, multiple location, this one in Paris, desert, and I'm really excited. And just Donnie Yen looks like the villain for this movie, so he's great. So I'm really excited for the next installment in the John Wick franchise. Now, now let's start. Now that we have ended the honorable mentions list, now let's start with the official list. Now here's my official list. Number 10, Blue Beetle. Oh my god, we're finally getting a Blue Beetle live action film. And the Blue Beetle movie, this is the film that slipped under the cracks before the Warner Brothers decided to change their plans for the entire DC universe future. And Solo Maridueño will be starring as Jaime Reyes, the third iteration of Blue Beetle from the comics. I was first introduced to him to watching Brave and the Bold on Cartoon Network, and then all these years later, seeing him in Young Justice and other incarnation of the animated series, he's finally getting his own live-action movie. The costume from the set photos looks fantastic. You got George Lopez in the family and as the family. Like, I'm really pumped to see a teenage Latin American character hero that get the spotlight, and I'm going to be there day one. Now, number 9 is Oppenheimer. Now, this is Christopher Nolan's next film. Is focusing on the creation of the atomic bomb, and I'm curious to see this film because the teaser trailer was just wow. It was mind blowing, and to see the images and it is going to be something extraordinary here, and excited to see Cillian Murphy finally front and center. I think he's a very great and underrated actor. So, and this cast is so big with so many big names and prestigious names. You got Robert Downey Jr., you got Matt Damon, Florence Pugh. I mean, this is fantastic. Can't wait to see it. Now, number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, that trailer that was released cemented my hype for this movie. It is the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think one of the better trilogies of the MCU that have gotten so far, and I think they are going to put out on my heartstrings. Okay, just the little snippets of footage of Rocket in there as a baby, where he is now, the emotions of Chris Pratt is throwing out there as Peter Quill. Whatever Guardian ends up dying in this movie, I know it's going to have me bawling. Not to mention just how beautiful everything else around it looks. And come on, James Gunn, he is a really great director, and he understands these characters so much. So I can't wait to see that. Number 7, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now I think everyone have this movie in the top 10 because it's just a something that is part of our lives, even if you're not really a big fan of Mario, because it's just something so big. And I'm loving the trailer that we have gotten, and you see they have been so faithful to the game. So, and also we have got the Rainbow race. It's just, and I think that Chris Pratt so far is doing a good job as Mario. I know he's not doing fully the Italian accent, because I think probably it would be a bit difficult and maybe controversial. But I think he's doing just the right amount, some snippet of it that I think it helps with the performance and the voice performance, and it's just great. So I'm really excited for this. Number 6 is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now, growing up, I watched the Indiana Jones movies. I love them so much, and I'm so glad that we're getting another one, because I love those movies. Oh, even though the last one, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, was not a very good movie, so it's great that when it's not going to be that last one in a bad way. So we're finally getting at least one more with Harrison Ford. The trailer looks fantastic. I mean, Steven Spielberg is not directing this time around. It's not here, but just having James Mango, who has done Ford v Ferrari, Logan, I think he's a great choice for this. And seeing the emotions of Harrison Ford presenting this in D23, oh, it's going to be something special. Now, number 5 is Creed 3. Now, I'm excited for this. Finally, Michael B. Jordan stepping out as the director of this. So great for him. Also, this movie doesn't have Rocky, aka Sylvester Stallone, attached to the film in any way. So, now also finally we're getting a movie that is just about Adonis, focusing on him, and having Jonathan Majors as this big opponent, but looks like from the trailer interesting backstory to him. So I'm excited for it. Now, my number 4 is The Flash. Yes, you can say I'm crazy, you can say I'm wild. I know Israel Miller is a menace, but when going to see The Flash, I'm just going to pause that and leave it out there and just enjoy the movie for what it is, because we're finally going to see a live action movie of The Flash, and we're dealing with the multiverse and having Michael Keaton back as Batman. I remember the first time watching the Michael Keaton Batman, instantly laughing, and just because of that, one of the reasons I'm a big Batman fan, along with the Batman animated series. So there's going to be some nostalgia here, and I can't wait to see this movie. Now, my number 3 is Scream 6 Roman numerals. Now, I'm excited for this because the only downside here is probably Neve Campbell is not coming back, Sidney Prescott. But I said to myself that probably she's okay. She's living her life with her families and kids, and she doesn't need to be hunted by Ghostface. So, but I'm excited for that little teaser that we got. It really got me pumped, and seeing all the Easter eggs to Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Pinkhead, of so many icons of the horror genre, and also having it set in New York and with the subway and all the possibilities they can use to their advantage. It's just fascinating to see where this is something refreshing for the franchise. Also, Samara Weaving is in this movie, though. That's a plus. Now, my number 2 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, these films, since the third Mission Impossible, are just getting better and better and better. And even though I think, no, they're not going to top that, and they did. And they just keep doing it, and this is how great this franchise is. Also, this is the first part to the last installment, so I know it's probably going to end up bad because it always does, and they're probably going some our heroes are down in this one, and probably someone is going to die, and it's going to be probably Benji. I hope it's not Benji, but it looks like way now. Just the stunt Tom Cruise has done for this movie, it's just something insane. So I can't wait for that. And my number one is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, the sequel to one of the most beloved and just great animated movies. It's just, I'm excited to see, because see the explorations of different Spider-Man, even the Spider-Man from the game, from the PlayStation, and finally to see more of this character, more universe, and also seeing Spider-Man 99 looking at a video that is probably his dead daughter, and seeing him confronting Miles Morales. So, and this is a movie that said there's not going to be kids, they're going to be dealing with difficult topics in this movie. So I'm excited to see it, and this is just in terms of animation, I think it looks even better than the first one, and the first one was groundbreaking. So I'm excited to see it. And that's my list of the most anticipated movies of 2022. Now I'm curious to see your own list down in the comments below, because I'm curious to see, because I know they mentioned movie here that probably that is coming out this year, or maybe you didn't know or you forgot. So where do you put that in your list? So I'm curious to see that. So thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.